What a wave of emotions. Are you ready for 4 more years? Thank you, Denver. I got to say this first. To God be the glory. To all of you who sent messages to me, thank you, that's exactly what you said. We're praying for you. I received dozens and dozens of messages today, and I responded in just 3 words: just watch God. Tonight, we won this race together. And I can't thank you enough for all your love and support. Give yourselves, Denver, a round of applause. This is the people's victory because the people powered this campaign. Governor Hickenlooper, get up here. Tonight, this victory is for everyone in Denver, Colorado. Now, I want to be clear. The race has not been called. I have not received a call from Jamie Giellis. But wait a minute. But we need to thank Jamie Giellis for running a spirited campaign. We congratulate Jamie Giellis for running a spirited campaign. And we should congratulate her for stepping up and putting herself forward. As someone who's now run for this office 3 times, I can tell you, this is no easy task to run for this office. And so, yes, let's applaud Jamie Giellis and her team tonight for running a great campaign. There are so many people that over the next few weeks I'm going to say thank you to. All of you in this room, a lot of folks who are out there watching tonight, so many people who did a little, David, who did a little bit and did a lot. Every little bit counts, and a whole lot counted as well. We could not be here tonight without you. And so I want to thank everyone here tonight for your support over the last 8 years and certainly during this campaign. I certainly have to thank my staff and appointees. Yeah. Who have been alongside me on this journey. They came to work every day, working hard to serve the people of Denver. Many of them went on leave of absence after May 7th without pay to help see this campaign through. Thank you to our staff and all the appointees. Oh, man. Listen, by the way, they're yelling Nigel. Tonight is Nigel's 27th birthday. He's down there somewhere. My executive assistant, Nigel, is with me everywhere. I want y'all to know something. After May 7th, all of a sudden he was gone. And I'm turning to my left and to my right, and I'm like, where's Nigel? So I called him up and said, where are you? He said, sorry, champ, I'm on the campaign side. I'll see you later. I've been lost without him. Get back to work tomorrow, baby. My boy, it's my man right there. Happy birthday, Nigel.
I want you to keep fighting like you've been fighting for the past 7 months for change. I'm not giving up the fight yet. We are going to sit tight. We have another round of numbers being released in probably about an hour, and we'll know a lot more then. The ballots are trickling in. We know that a lot of ballots are being picked up from the ballot boxes and being counted right now. And until we get a real sense of what's happening, the margin is just too small to give up yet. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I will be back, so stay tuned and keep fighting, guys. Keep fighting, keep partying. Thank you.
I don't know this, but we had a 100-vote margin before this even got started. You know, I have one nephew who's mad because he owed me money. I've been after him ever since, and he said, I ain't voting for you. No, but my nieces and nephews, my cousins, my brothers and sisters, they have been by my side. They made phone calls. They showed up to volunteer. They kept me inspired. They encouraged me every day. Thank you to my brothers, sisters, my nieces and nephews, to my mama, to all of you. And none of this is possible. None of this is possible without my love and really my foundation, my family, my wife, Mary Louise, and our children. You know, Mary. You know, every night when I got home after campaigning, I want y'all to know Mary was in the middle of rehearsals. She had been produced numerous shows, her tribute shows, her plays, but it always was, how was it today? Are you hanging in there? You're going to get through this. And I can't thank Mary Louise, Jordan, Alana, and Janae. Janae, the star, Janae. Got it done. Give it up for the family, y'all. Come on. I heard one of the news commentators said, you know, toward the end of the campaign, they put Janae's commercial back up. Hell yeah, we put Janae's commercial back up. Denver loved her. Didn't you love her? She was awesome. And of course, one more time, to the people of Denver for entrusting me with this awesome responsibility of being your mayor. I am so proud to have accepted this mantle from so many phenomenal mayors who've come before me. Two of them are up here. They didn't have to step up. They didn't have to endorse me. One's running for president. They didn't have to do this. But I want you to know there was never a formal ask of them. They came to us, to me, and said, we're going to hold you up. And I got to tell you, with Wellington Webb and the incomparable Wilma Webb and John Hickenlooper and the wonderful Robin Hickenlooper did for me, did for us, was they stood up and they said, what Denver's got going on, this is not the time to change. And they held me up even in the most difficult times. You don't even know half the stuff they did in terms of sending me messages, phone calls, encouraging me, keep going. I want to thank our former governor, our former mayor, John Hickenlooper, and Robin Hickenlooper, and our former mayor, and our former First Lady and former State Representative, Wilma Webb, for their love, for their support, and for their inspiration. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, big man. These are the stars. This has been an honor of a lifetime, a childhood dream come true. I am so proud of all that Denver has achieved over the last 8 years because we did this together. Nowhere else in the entire country has a city pulled together after the recession like we did and transform itself into the very best city in America to raise a family. I told you they talk a lot. Carlene. To raise a family and to build a future. Denver, we did this together. You did this, Denver. Thank you. Today, Denver is leading the country in good jobs, in quality of life, in lifting people and families up, and supporting our communities and neighborhoods. And we won't stop now.
That's right.
By every standard, by every measure, Denver is leading. Not because we pull back, but because we move forward.
That's right.
And tonight, the people of Denver agreed. They said they want 4 more years of progress. Listen, in a city so full of possibilities, I want every child to achieve their dreams the way that I did and I was able to. I want every person to realize their dreams, every worker to build a career, every family to secure their future. That's what this campaign was all about from the very beginning until tonight. It was about knowing where we've been, where we are, and where we hope to go. It was about honoring our diversity. Look at yourselves tonight. It was about connecting to every neighborhood and respecting all people of Denver. Listen, I heard from people in Montbello, Park Hill, and Capitol Hill. I heard from people in Barnum, Belcaro, and Gloveville. I heard from Westwood to East Colfax, to Bear Valley, to Green Valley Ranch. In every neighborhood, we heard expectations of a great, oh yeah, and the North Side. I heard you. North Side showed up. I heard the expectation.
Welcome to this special edition of Denver 7 On Demand. I'm Andrew Heel. Within the last 15 minutes, Denver Mayor Michael Hancock has all but claimed victory in tonight's mayoral runoff election. However, challenger Jamie Giellis just took to the stage to say that her campaign is not giving up yet. This is a busy night here in Denver. A quick look at the numbers. Hancock holding an 11% lead so far. Let's get right to Tom Mustin, who's with Jamie Giellis right now. Tom?
Thank you, Ann. So Mayor Hancock is pretty much saying he's won this race. Tell me what you're thinking. As we just heard your speech here, so you're not giving up. There's still votes to be counted.
Yeah, we don't know how many ballots are still out there yet. And in the last race, a lot of the ballots came in the last few days. The margin is small enough that depending on the number of ballots and depending on where they've come from, we just want to be clear about that before we call it.
So when you saw those first results coming in, that showing that Mayor Hancock was up by 11%, what was going through your mind? That must have been very disappointing for you.
Well, clearly not the direction we wanted things to go. I also have to say that after 7 months and really being a political newcomer to this battle, to have taken an incumbent this far, and hopefully there's still a shot to win, but to have even gotten to this point, I think we've brought forward a conversation that the city wanted to have, and that's super important to me.
Okay. Now, so you were saying at 9 o'clock there should be some more results in. What will be the thought process in for you?
Well, we'll look at the totals. The big picture right now is we're still trying to understand the total number of ballots. We should have that. And once we understand the total number of ballots in the margin, that will help us understand where to go.
Now, you enlisted the help of Penfield Tate and Lisa Calderon. Do you feel like your message resonated with the voters here?
I think it did resonate. I think it did resonate, and I feel like bringing Lisa and Penn to the table really sent this new message of unity and hope that a lot of people we're curious about. The reality is going against an incumbent anytime is an enormous challenge, and I'm just very proud of how far we've come.
This is your first foray into politics. Has it soured you on politics, or are you going to stick it out?
That is a conversation I have to have with my family. I'm about to celebrate my 1-year wedding anniversary in 6 days, and my family has been through a lot with me in this, and so I've learned a lot. I want to continue to serve the community. What that looks like next, I don't know yet.
What is your message now to the folks of Denver?
Thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for stepping up to have a conversation about what the future of our city should look like. And I appreciate everybody that came out and was willing to listen to a political rookie and a newbie to the scene and give me a shot at this. It's really important.
Very hard-fought campaign. Thank you so much for talking to us, Ms. Giellis. We really appreciate it. Very nice to meet. So the Giellis campaign not throwing in the towel at all, right?
Right.
And Ann, we'll send it back to you. We'll have the latest for you coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, thank you. And thank you, Jamie Giellis. Again, as you heard her say, margin is small enough that she's not ready to concede, but it certainly sounds like Mayor Hancock is celebrating a victory tonight. Let's get over to Tony Kovaleski, who's with the Hancock campaign, and a whole lot of excitement in that room just a few minutes ago when the mayor was speaking, Tony.
And celebration, definitely. The numbers, with all due respect to the challenger, it's virtually impossible for the numbers to get to anywhere she talked to unless votes come in from places that nobody understands. The mayor essentially proclaimed victory today. He said nobody has called it, but about 15 minutes ago on the stage, he announced that he had won. He had not received the call from the challenger, Ms. Giellis, but you can see and hear the celebration right now. The stage was packed. That's the mayor in the middle giving hugs to his supporters. Governor Hickenlooper was up on the podium there with them, and many others. A great deal of relief here. I think you're seeing a celebration, but this is a campaign that was greatly concerned. Talking to insiders during the last hour, they told me that this is a mayor that really thought he could lose. Scared to death was one term I got. But what was the difference? I've been asking people here in the past hour. And what I've been told is the mayor got out the ground game, the fact that maybe his base was more concerned after what happened in that general election. The base turned out again. But everybody, and we've been saying this all night, Ann, talked to a lot of experts, insiders on both sides, both camps. Nobody predicted this number. The most optimistic number I heard was 5 or 6%. They're at 11% right now, more than 15,000 votes, and the celebration has begun. The mayor told everybody here the party has only started. It's a result that historically, you go back to 1995 when Mayor Wellington Webb had a similar situation, and he came out after being challenged after 2 terms and won by 8%. This even stronger. Some might be able to call this a historic victory tonight for Mayor Michael Hancock, and we will be talking to him tonight live at 10 o'clock. Ann?
Okay, so yes, he has held a resounding 11% lead from the first time the numbers came out. Tony, thank you very much. We'll check back with you at 10 o'clock, and still holding firm at 11%. Let's get a look at some of the other initiatives and races that are up for discussion tonight. This one, Initiative 302, requires voter approval for use of taxpayer money. Voters overwhelmingly said yes, we definitely want to have a say if Denver goes or has at least a chance at the Olympics. Also, a couple of other races tonight, the clerk and recorder race. That one is oh so close between Paul Lopez and Peg Pearl right now. Barely a 2% difference there in that race. If we can get to some of the other districts, City Council, Albus Brooks right now losing to Candice Idabaca. That one is a very tight race, just 2 percentage point difference. Same with Wayne New and Chris Hines. That one is also close. So a lot to get to tonight. We'll get more numbers coming in at 10 o'clock, so we will keep updating them for you. So thanks for staying with Denver 7. Again, we'll keep updating those vote totals as they come into our newsroom.